going to do it. He says, I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in paying for abortions. It's not something I'm going to do. You're going to have to throw me in jail first, essentially, is what he said. Although I don't think he said exactly those words. But another reason I wanted to kind of play that little ditty is that Hobby Lobby is one of our Blue Star stores. It's a 5-star store on Christmas because they openly advertise and feature Christmas in their advertising. The AFA online store, of course, is your first place to go for Christmas-friendly shopping. But Belk department stores, Hobby Lobby, Lowe's, and Walmart all have gotten a clean bill of health, and they are in our 5-star grouping. Also, just have an update on Sam's Club and LL Bean. We had to put Sam's Club on our marginal list. Walmart is on our 5-star list because they feature Christmas in their advertising. Sam's Club wasn't doing it. So we put them on our marginal list. We put them on notice. LL Bean, we've gone back and forth with LL Bean. Remember LL Bean, they were on our naughty list. Then they called us up. They contacted us and said, man, we got a whole Christmas catalog devoted to Christmas. So we switched them to our nice list. And the Christmas catalog never showed up, never appeared. No Christmas on their website. So we moved them back to our marginal list, and we heard from them again. LL Beans contacted us a second time, and this time they did make changes. I mean, the turnaround on this, when you're talking about digital technology, internet technology, web advertising, you can make changes. You can make changes on a dime. You don't have to go to some graphic designer and get retooled and go to a printer and get reprinted and get it distributed. All you send your IT guys in there, you can make a change on a dime. And they made a change in a matter of hours. And now they've got Christmas all over their website. And so LL Bean is now in our nice list. And LL Bean, and ladies and gentlemen, this is a sign that they are paying attention to you. I mean, do not think for 1 minute that this family, the listening audience of Focal Point and the AFA network, I'm not talking just about our listening audience, I'm talking about the entire AFA network, we can have an impact. When our voices are heard, LL Bean listens. When our voices are expressed, Sam's Club listens. Sam's Club now is distributing flyers inside their stores that promote Christmas, a Christmas savings event, and they are letting customers know, quote, Christmas cheer starts here. And the company's website has been changed to include this statement, baskets full of Christmas cheer. So Sam's Club, LL Bean back on our nice list. And you know why? One reason, one word, and that reason, that word is you. If it wasn't for you, the fact that AFA is contacting them, that means nothing. If it's just us, it means nothing to them. But the fact that we have a network of 2.3 million people who make their voices heard, I mean, not all of them weigh in on every issue, but they heard from people. Trust me about this. And people, without even being prompted in our network, called them and they realized, look, these are consumers. These are people that we want to sell stuff to. We want them to buy our product. And they're turned off by the fact that we will not honor Christ at Christmas. And we won't even use the word. Why are we alienating these people? Why are we running the risk? 86% of the American people believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Why are we running the risk? Well, 78%, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm not remembering exactly. 78, 86%, somewhere in there, believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Why are we alienating these people? What's the point here? 68% of the people in America, according to Rasmussen, prefer to be greeted with Merry Christmas instead of with Happy Holidays. Now, it's interesting, by the way, only 51% of Democrats prefer that. Only 50, barely a majority of Democrats choose Merry Christmas. I mean, once again, you're seeing a political party that's drifting completely in, not only into secular fundamentalism, but the Democrat Party, ladies and gentlemen, is drifting into atheism. That's where they're headed. They may even be there in reality. Remember at their convention this summer when they wanted to put God back on the platform, it actually got voted down. Anthony Villaraigosa, the mayor of L.A., he just violated every known parliamentary procedure in the world and crammed that thing back on the platform because the delegates didn't want it. They did not want God in the platform. So the Democratic Party is now a party of secular fundamentalism, and they are on the path toward becoming a party of outright atheism. But anyway, your voice makes a difference. Be encouraged. This is our winnable war moment for today. Got another couple of them. But our winnable war moment for the day, Sam's Club LL Bean, now on the AFA nice list. Now, I have a greeting here for our Democrat friends. So those of you who are listeners and you are a part of the Democratic Party, you are part of the secular fundamentalist verging on atheist party, here is my greeting, seasonal greeting for you. You've probably seen this before, but it's worth repeating. Please accept, this is from all of us here at Focal Point, AFA, to all of you who are liberals. Please accept with no obligation, implied or explicit, my and our best wishes for an environmentally conscious, socially responsible, low-stress, non-addictive, gender-neutral celebration of the winter solstice holiday practiced within the most enjoyable traditions of the religious persuasion of your choice or secular practices of your choice with respect for the religious, secular persuasion and or traditions of others or their choice not to practice religious or secular traditions at all. I also wish you a fiscally successful, personally fulfilling, and medically uncomplicated recognition of the onset of the generally accepted calendar year 2013, but not without due respect for the calendars of choice of other cultures whose contributions to society have helped make America great. Not to imply that America is necessarily greater than any other country, nor the only America in the Western Hemisphere. Also, this wish is made without regard to the race, creed, color, age, physical ability, religious faith, or sexual preference of the wishee. And my season greeting to my Republican friends, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, a couple of other winnable war moments. New Orleans, Mississippi is down to one abortion clinic, and that clinic, I'll talk about this more later, that clinic could be closed by February. But New Orleans is down to one abortion clinic. One time New Orleans had 7 abortion clinics. They are now down to 1. They had 2, and just recently one of those 2 closed. Let's see, 2 of the doctors have quit the abortion practice in the wake of Katrina. Last year, one of the abortion practitioners died, leaving 1, and the manager went on to say they're going to close down the clinic. So that is our winnable war moment. Here's another winnable war moment. This is from the UK. Jeff Reed put me onto this story this morning. Fox News comes from The Sun over in the UK. Madalena Dowse is one of the smallest premature babies ever to survive in the UK thanks to a pair of scissors. This is a great story. They got a deal if you are 23 weeks along. She was born prematurely at 23 weeks. And they got a rule there. If it's a premature baby, it's got to weigh a pound before we're going to give it any medical attention. If it doesn't weigh a pound, we're going to just let it die. But so they had to weigh her. She's born. They put her on the scales. Does she weigh enough to get medical treatment? She weighed exactly a pound, which was the minimum weight to get treatment. So they fought for her life. Got her on a ventilator. And it was only after they got her on the ventilator that they discovered that accidentally a pair of scissors had been left on the scales and that in reality she only weighed 13 ounces. So that random pair of scissors saved her life. She has been discharged from the hospital and she's expected to grow into a healthy baby. So that is our winnable war moment for today. Got 4 of them today, got a whole batch of them. And here's a great statement. Just grabbed me. I was reading a story on this. And this is a simple, great statement of truth. If it's not a baby, then you're not pregnant. If it's not a baby, then you're not pregnant. Now, let me grab this story. Going to finish this off. Because we're a full-service radio program here, ladies and gentlemen. We cover the spectrum. We cover the gamut. And I'm going to talk to you today about the McDonald's McRib sandwich. By the way, Fox has clobbered cable rivals in the ratings for the 11th year in a row. People are just tired of the bilge in the mainstream media. They're looking for alternative media where they can get reliable information. That's why you listen to Focal Point. That's why you listen to AFR Talk. And that's why people turn to Fox News instead of the networks. You know, Tim Scott, this African-American, was appointed by Governor Nikki Haley in South Carolina to take Jim DeMint's place. The first black senator from the South since 1881. Mississippi had the last African-American senator in 1881. First one in 131 years. ABC, CBS didn't even mention it. There is a blackout, if you'll pardon the expression, on this historic appointment. By the way, the people that make Hasbro, people that make Easy Bake Ovens, the Hasbro toy company, they are now going to make a gender-neutral Easy Bake Oven because they want to try to get boys to buy it. That's going to be a big seller. I think if they want to sell it to boys, they need to outfit it with a gun rack and a rocket launcher. Then maybe they could sell some. Now, here's the deal about McDonald's McRib. I'll give you some quick factoids here. The McRib, you may be interested to know, came about because of a shortage of chickens. In other words, McDonald's ran out of chickens. They had Chicken McNuggets, 1979. They were so popular, they ran out of chickens. They couldn't find enough chickens to cut their heads off and pluck their feathers and make Chicken McNuggets. So they had to come up with something else that people could buy when they went to McDonald's, and they came up with the McRib, brand new hot-selling product. Now, here's the thing you want to know. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be way more information than you ever wanted. Are you ready for this? The McRib is a product of, quote, man, restructured meat technology. I repeat, the McRib is made out of restructured meat. Now, I know I don't want to know what that is, and you don't want to know what it is, but I actually read on, and so I know what it is, and I'm going to share this with you. Restructured meat product contains a mixture of tripe, heart, and scalded stomach, which is then mixed with salt and water to extract proteins from the muscle. The proteins bind the pork trimmings together so that it can be remolded into any specific shape, in this case, a fake slab of ribs. So hustle out to McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen. Grab yourselves a McRib, restructured meat made out of tripe, heart, and scalded stomach. Bon appetit. Back in 2.